Hey, what's up? JC here. Happy Monday. I hope you spent some time in prayer. I hope you spend the time with God. And you're on your way to the gym. Have your food packed. Getting your workout. Blah, 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 blah. It's Monday. It might be a little bit too early for you to be going to the gym, but you know what I mean. It is 2 a.m. Yes, this is what time I get up. So pretty much right now what I'm doing is getting up really early, getting to the gym at 2:30, recording, and then getting my workout, then getting all my clients done. I'm out the gym by 10 a.m. Then I go home and spend some time with my wife and work on whatever stuff I need to work on. I've been recording in my car. I feel comfortable. I feel good. I like this format. I like it like this, where it's just, I guess you could say not planned, just winged. You know what? A lot of people might talk crap, especially like the ones that plan all their videos and everything. I have a lot of friends that are YouTubers, so. But, I don't want to do that no more. I did it for so long, and, yeah, I grew my channel and everything, but it's just, I just want to be real. I started being real. I want to end being real. I just want to be me, and talk and whatever's on my heart that day. I can't force something if it's not there. So, like today I was like, I came out and I was like, man, it's cold. And most people might say I'm crazy because, like, it's really not cold. It's like 35 degrees. 45, but I've gotten used to the heat to the point where I enjoy when it's like 120 degrees outside. Like I like the heat. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't left Phoenix. I like the heat, so when winter rolls around, I dread it. I tell people I have PTSD when it comes to cold. Like I was homeless for about a year. And it is cold in Chicago, and it was hard finding. It was just hard, and the cold just did something to me. Where like I even have a little heater in my bathroom when I take a shower in the mornings or stuff like that. As soon as I get out of my cold shower, like I have a heater. That's and it's different. The cold shower is very, very different to coming out and it being like freezing cold and having to jump in your car. Like, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. And, if you're from Chicago, you'll know how far this is. Me and Ernie Malo, 59th Malo, Spalding and 59th Malo. I was homeless one night, and my homie didn't want me to roll by myself, so like he ran away with me. I think he felt bad. Honestly, he felt bad. I was by myself. I was hungry. I had nowhere to go. It was below zero outside, and it was snowing like crazy, and no one was letting me stay at their house. And Ernie couldn't let me stay at his house because of his parents. But he decided to roll with me, so he ran away with me. And we walked from 59 and Spalding all the way to Cicero and Roosevelt, because that's where my dad lived. It took us a minute. And we snuck into the house, slept in the closet. It was still freezing. It was freezing in there. The next day, everybody went to work. We got up, got some food, and we started walking again back to 59. When we got to 59, Malo was like, "That's it, dude. I'm done. I'm going home. I'm tired. It's cold." And I didn't blame him. He went home. And I had to figure out what to do from there again. I ended up staying some days at the salon, and then I ended up going to jail. But it was rough, man. Chicago's a rough city to be like a runaway or just anything, even gangbanging. Like, you're out there in the freezing cold and you can't even feel your toes, but you're trying to like protect your territory. So stupid, man, I swear. I sit here now and I just laugh at myself, because I laugh at like just all the stuff, all the stories I remember, everything we did. It was, I see how damaged and how lost we were now, now that I'm older. But it's true how the OGs always say, they always tell you, look it, I'm telling you because I've been down that road before. Like, you might, and it's crazy because we don't listen to them, and it's true, they have been down that road. They were 50 back then when we were young and not trying to listen to them. Now I'm the OG now. So it's my duty to tell these youngsters and these men too, because there's a lot of men that still haven't grown up. Oh, I seen it firsthand when I went back home. I mean, it is what it is. You can't change people sometimes, and it is what it is. And I have to believe that. Look, I'm gonna just be completely honest. I didn't believe either that like God could change me the way He has. I didn't believe it. Like, that I go to church, that I believe in Him, that I heard of Him, yeah, like all those things. But it wasn't until I really got on my knees and believed, and that's when I really started to change. I started to mature. My language changed. My goals changed. Everything changed. Because before I was saved, like, it was crazy, because it was all about like self-pleasure. I can't even explain it. Like, it was porn, sex, drugs, women. Like, it was nonstop, immediate gratification, self-pleasure. It was all my vices, pretty much. All the stuff that happened to me as a kid, all that stuff. And once I became saved, everything started to change. Like, how I even looked at stuff. And I was telling my wife yesterday, there's this peace to me, this calmness now that, I'm not in a hurry. I don't get mad when I'm late. I just kind of go with the flow. And I have to believe that that's something that I've learned in the past 2 years with Jesus. My walk with Him has taught me to have patience. But I come from the same streets that most of you guys come from, where I didn't know patience. Why? Because we lived a life at 100 miles an hour. Flight and fight mode was on and never turned off. Running, shooting, running for your life. How can you even know what patience is when you live a life like that every day? So you have to train yourself. Everything's like the gym. Life, everything. Like they say, without water, nothing grows. Without storms and pains, we don't learn. But that's the thing, we have to learn. It's like when I sat down when I was in Victorville, and I was like, man, I'm back in prison again. I'm in my like mid-40s now, and I'm looking at not coming home no more because of where I was at. I really had to be honest with myself and be like, man, like, none of this is working. None of this. Like, I guess you could say, I was a functioning alcoholic from Friday to Sunday morning. And then I would sneak drugs in here and there whenever I could. Women were 24/7. Whatever I could, wherever I didn't matter where I was constantly trying to pick up women. So it was nonstop, like chaos. So nothing in my life was changing. I wasn't changing. My work wasn't changing. Nothing was changing. So how do you expect? And they have a saying for this in AA. It's doing the same thing, expecting different results. It's called insanity. So when I sat down and I was like, what am I doing back again? You know, in and out most of my life. Why? Because I didn't know how to be different. I had never seen nothing different. And it's crazy because once I started hanging out with all those older white Christians in my church when I first got saved, it's when I first started to see like normal people that hadn't been in shootings, that hadn't been in prison, that had not been through all the things that I have been through. It's where I started to see like who I was supposed to be through, you know, with God in my life. Not who I thought I was supposed to be or who the world was telling me that I needed to be because of what I had been through. So that's when the real change started, man. 2 years ago, I started to mature. I started to talk different. I started to learn things different. I started to want to hear different kind of music. I started to teach myself different stuff. And I know it's all God. Fast forward 2 years later, I've done more in these 2 years than the 7 years that I've been out, you know. And it's all been because patience, all the things that God has taught me to have. And to be grateful, most of all, to be grateful that I have a job where it gives me time to focus on myself. You know, working out is important for me. If I don't work out, it's very, very important for my mental health. I was talking about it last week. I let myself go a little bit because I was really focused on my clients. My clients have been making big transformations right now. I have a couple. I have a Jewish guy that went from 238. His body fat was at, I want to say 38%, and he got all the way down to I think he's 197 right now, 12% body fat. And I've been, and you know, Adrian is really focusing. Adrian's the Secretary of State. He's focusing a lot on strength. So all my clients have been making really big strides and transformation. So I start focusing on them because I love what I do. I love what I do. I love seeing my clients happy, and sometimes I pay the price. Like their happiness comes first before mine. And I lost track of myself. And it's not like it's bad as it sounds like. I'm supposed to be no more than 200 pounds, okay? I got up to 230. I still have my six-pack. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like my jawline's in. I feel puffy. Like I let myself go. That's when I say that's what I mean, is that I need 2 weeks of pretty much getting back in the gym, refocusing, realigning, and just restarting everything, and I get back on track. That's me. That's how I usually do it. I pull myself out of whatever flat tire I'm having. That's what I call it. Like it's a little setback, and it's not a bad one, because sometimes you have to focus on your clients, because if you take your eye off of them, they'll hit plateaus, and we don't want to hit plateaus. We want to keep moving forward. We want to keep making wins. So yeah, back in the gym, back in 100% back on a diet, cardio. It's a combination of everything. People don't realize is that when people make transformations like that, it takes hard work, because it's sleep, diet, food, working out. It's a combination of a lot of things. It's not just one thing. But It's hard work, but it's not as hard as you think. Yeah, let me say it like that. Because once you align everything, and if you don't know how to align everything, hire somebody. This is why a lot of people think, okay, I'm not going to hire a coach or a trainer because I already know how to work out. Okay. If you already know how to work out, then why do you still look like that? Or why have you not achieved what you want? Because you have to be real with yourself. Like me, when I get ready for competitions, for a powerlifting competition, I hire a coach because I am so tired of training people all day that by the time I get done and I need to train myself for a competition, I'd rather have my coach tell me what I need to do. Someone that I trust, someone that I know will get me to where I need to be, and he tells me what to do and I do it. Point blank. There is no price on accountability. There is no price on that. And that's what most people that I guess you could say don't want to pay for a mentor, don't want to pay for a coach. They say it's a waste of money, this and that. No, you're if you know how to use your investment, you make out on top. And what I mean by that is when you hire a coach, a mentor, a trainer, you're supposed to learn as much as you can from that person. That you're supposed to like soak it in. So what I tell my clients, by the time we're done, 6 months into the game, by the time we are done, you should know about counting your macros. You should know about how much protein you're consuming. You should know how to put a diet together. You should know how to put a workout together. You should know how to train yourself or train someone else. You should know. But that's not the case. Most people don't want to learn, and that's okay. I have older clients that just want to work out. Just tell them what to do. That's fine. But in order for you to stay in the game, make it a lifestyle, stay looking better than most people, you have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Yeah. Yep, so I'm getting ready to go in. I have to do 20 minutes of cardio before I get started. Then I am going to squat, do some legs. I always do legs on Mondays when everybody else is doing chest. It's just going to be an easy day. I'm fasting today, so I'm going to fast. I'm fasting all water today. Not doing no coffee. I'm going to let my stomach heal from all the bad stuff, I say all the bad stuff because coffee, all the stuff that irritates my stomach. So I'm doing all water. I'm gonna shoot for 24 hours. I might do 2 days. I don't know, depends. I want to be ready for February 1st. I have an event February 1st where I'm gonna be speaking at a men's conference here in Chandler. Kingdom Builders. It's a men's conference that's happening on February 1st from 3 to 7 p.m. And I actually want to be, I want to feel good on stage. I want to feel lean. So I want to get down to about 210. And drop these couple of pounds in these next couple of days. I have, today's the 22nd, I believe. So I have a couple of days to get down to 210, 209. It's doable for me. I know how my body works. I know my exact numbers to intake, to drop weight, lean out. But yeah, let's go in. Let's get this cardio done. Let's work out and get these clients in and just keep winning, guys. Let's close this off with this. In order for us as men to grow, we need to heal. In order for us as men to heal, we need to be a little bit vulnerable. We need to be real ourselves. And I mean, just be real with yourself. You know what you're struggling with. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to everybody else. Everybody knows. That's the thing. We think that we're playing it off. We're not. It's time to heal. It's time to heal, and it's time to lead by example, especially for all these young men out there that are lost. Hey, my name's JC. I am Wrong to Strong. Stay in your lane. Live savage, but more importantly, live for him. I'll catch you guys on the rebound.